Hey everyone, today we're going to be crocheting a puff flower, and I just wanted to let you know before we get started is that the puff flower and the white part of the center is separate from each other, so you're gonna be crocheting each thing separate. So you get your petal color, and so we're gonna start by making a magic ring. To make a magic ring, you're gonna hold your fingers like a gun. Then with your thumb, you're gonna hold it right there. Then you're gonna wrap it like that direction. And on this side, it should be going straight. And then when you bring it back on this side, make sure you're Xing it out. And then you're gonna turn it back on this side and it's straight. Now with your pinky, you're gonna hold it like that. And I'm using a 3mm hook. So, because I like tight stitches. Now you're gonna go through with your hook like that. Going to grab onto the back strand. Then you're gonna pull it through and turn it clockwise. Then, where it's tucked in with your pinky, you're gonna grab that and then pull it through. And that's how you make a magic ring. Now that you've made a magic ring, there's no need for chaining. You're gonna do 10 single crochet into the magic ring. So to make a single crochet, you're just gonna go into there. Make sure you catch your string. You're gonna grab your working yarn, and then you should have 2 loops, and then you're gonna yarn over and then pull through everything. That's how you make a single crochet. I'm gonna do one more into the ring, grab the working yarn, pull through, then you're gonna yarn over and pull through all the loops, so both of them. Now you are going to continue making single crochets until you have 10 single crochets in your magic ring. Meet me back when you have 10. Okay, so now that you've made all 10, you are going to pull this string that you took all across. Pull the magic ring string. You're gonna tighten it as tight as you can. And then you see all those V's? Well, you're just gonna go into the 10th stitch with the slip stitch, but if you're unsure on what stitch to go in, then you see that V right behind the loop on your hook? You're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my 10 is right here. So you can just count backwards. Now you're just gonna go into that stitch. You're going to do a slip stitch with your working yarn. So just push that string back there. Do a slip stitch. So you're gonna yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then you're gonna also pull through this one. Okay, so round 1 is complete, and now you are going to chain 4. 1, so yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. To count if you have enough chains, so you're just basically gonna count it from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, out of 4. And for example, if you chained an extra, you're just gonna take out your hook, you're gonna pull it like that, and voila. Now you're going to go in the same exact stitch that your chain is in. So that stitch right there, the stitch that you just slip stitched in, gonna go in there. So you're gonna yarn over, and we're gonna do 3 unfinished stitches in there. So yarn over into that place that I told you to go in, yarn over and pull through. And obviously that doesn't look right, so you're gonna just pull it all the way up like that. Make a little loose. Then you yarn over and pull through 2. Now that you've made your first unfinished double crochet, you're gonna go back into that same stitch and do 2 more. So yarn over into that stitch, Then you're gonna grab, yarn over, pull through that stitch. Now see, that doesn't look right, so you're gonna go all the way up. You're gonna yarn over and pull through 2. Now you have 2 in that stitch, but you want another one. So you're gonna yarn over, go back into that same stitch for the last time, yarn over and then pull through. You're gonna bring it all the way up like that, yarn over and then pull through 2. Now you should have 4, but that's not it. Now this time we're gonna go into the next stitch and do 3 more unfinished double crochets. So you're gonna yarn over into the next stitch right beside it, yarn over, pull through, and that doesn't look right, so you pull it all the way up, pull through 2. Now you're gonna do 2 more, so yarn over into that next stitch right there that we just went into, and over, pull through, go all the way up, and then pull through 2. Last one, into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, go all the way up, then pull through 2. Now you're done your first one, but before that you need to count if you have 7 stitches, so 7 little loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have 7, that means you're doing it right. So you're gonna yarn over, and now you're gonna pull through all of them, and you want to be really careful because you don't want to have any difficulties doing this. You're gonna tighten it. Then you are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go back into that stitch that you did your last little unfinished stitch double crochet, and you're gonna do a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through everything. Then you're gonna tighten it, and with your finger you're gonna put it back there and you're just gonna push it out so you can have it a little puffy. That's how you make your first little puff, like your little bubble. Now to continue, you are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time you wouldn't go in the same stitch, you would go in the next stitch. So not in the same stitch, that was just when starting. You would go into the next stitch. In that stitch, yarn over, pull through. That doesn't look right, so you would pull all the way up, yarn over, and then pull through 2. Now you're gonna do 2 more into that same stitch. Last one in that same stitch. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the next stitch and do 3 unfinished stitches, double crochets into the next stitch. So go in there, pull all the way up, pull through 2, yarn over into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, go all the way up, yarn over, pull through 2. And last one into that, all the way. Now let's see if I have 7 loops on my hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7, so I'm gonna yarn over and pull through everything. Now we're gonna tighten it, and we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back into the stitch where you did your final unfinished double crochet. Grab and do a slip stitch. Tighten it, and we're gonna pull the working yarn to close it up a little. Then you're gonna put your finger, push it up. Now you're going to do that all across. Meet me back when you're at the end. Okay, so now that I'm back at the end, you should be having 5 petals, or else you did something wrong. And I did my chain 4. I'm gonna go back into the final unfinished double crochet thing that I did, and you're going to do a slip stitch, okay? Then you're gonna tighten it. Then you're gonna, with your finger, push it through, just like so. Now you are going to chain 1, and then with your scissors, you're just going to give a long tail, like that much, not that long, and now just pull it fully through. Tighten it, and you're gonna flip it around. And my hole got bigger for some reason, but that's totally normal. Just gonna pull that mandarin string and tighten it. Like that, it's tightened. It's okay if it doesn't completely close. Now you're going to knot these 2 ends together. One knot. Then you are just going to do 1 more knot to really just secure it. Okay. Now that we're done making the flower part, let's start working on making this cream part. This part. So, oops. Wait, did I say cream? I didn't mean to say cream. I meant to make like the center part. Just so used to saying cream because I made some other things with it like looking like that. So now you're gonna make a slip knot. So you're gonna hold it like this. Make sure your string is right there. You're gonna go over with your working yarn, goes over. It doesn't go under, it goes over. Now you're gonna put your pinky through, and then your thumb is going to push it towards your finger. And then just going to pull it like that. You're gonna get your hook, put it in, you're just gonna tighten it. Make sure it can move, and just like that. Now, for the cream part, you're going to chain 3, so you're gonna yarn over, and then you're going to pull through. See, I'm struggling, so I'm just gonna like open it up, make it a little more loose, and you're yarn over, pull through. So chain 1, 2, and last one, 3. So that's my chain 3. And now in that first little chain that we made, we're gonna make 3 unfinished double crochets into it. So yarn over, go into that first chain, yarn over, just pull through that chain, bring all the way up. Oops. We bring it all the way up. We're just gonna yarn over and pull through 2. We're gonna make 2 more. So yarn over into the last little chain, yarn over, pull through, just that little chain part, go all the way up, yarn over, just pull through 2. Now you're gonna make your final one. So you're gonna yarn over, back into that same spot, yarn over and just pull through the chain. You're gonna pull it fully up, just yarn over, pull through 2. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and then pull through all. Now after you did that, you're just going to chain 2. So 1, 2. You're gonna go back into that hole and make a slip knot. But before you tighten it, you're gonna flip it like inside out. There we go. Okay. Now that you've made that slip knot, you're just going to chain 1 Then you're gonna cut your scissors. And you see that mini string? You're just gonna tighten that like a lot. Then you're gonna just pull it through like that. And the stitch opposite from this long string right here is right here. So you can just go into some random loop and pull through that little, pull it through, grab that long string. And then you're gonna knot the short string with the long string, just like that. Double knot it. One, to really secure it. Another one. Now we're almost done. So we're gonna go to the back of this little puff flower. And that little hole, you're gonna put your hook. Then going to grab it, the two strings, and then pull it fully through. Like that. I'm gonna pull it up as much as you can. Tighten it. And then you see these two strings and these two strings, you're gonna knot them together like this. Just knot it. One knot, two knot, just like that. And that's how you make it. But last thing, snip it off. Do you snip it off? Like, if you were to make this like a keychain, I would recommend making two, and then you would sew these two together, and then you would put the keychain right there. But I'm making it for that viral mirror thing where the mirror is, and then you put all these flowers around it. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that tutorial, and see you next time. Bye!